Good morning, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Putri Sindara Madani. I'm from UNESA Campus 5 PSD Magetan Faculty, English Literature Study Program. Here we are will to talk about equity in expression, ensuring fair participation through inclusive language. I'm really happy to be here today to talk about something very important for the future of education. Fairness in communication. I want to specifically look at how using inclusive language can help everyone take part in classrooms. We know that classrooms are not just places to learn facts. They're also where people develop their identities, express their thoughts, and build relationships in this. Studying language is more than just a way to talk. Language holds power. The way teachers talk to students, the words students choose with each other, and even the labels we use for different groups. All of these things affect who feel included and who feels left out. Sadly, language used in classroom often show bias and make inequality worse instead of better. For example, we still hear phrases like boys and girls that might unintentionally exclude students who don't identify as either. Or we hear expressions like that's crazy or you need to stand up and share, which can ignore that feeling of students with mental health challenges or physical disabilities. Even things like mispronouncing a student name too often or calling a dialect bad English and quietly send a message that some voices aren't as important as others. This might seem like little things, but they matter a lot. When students hear language that puts them down, they might stop joining in. They may quit raising their hands, sharing their thoughts, or even start doubting their own value. And when students stop talking, the classroom loses out on their different ideas, views, and skills. What starts as a choice of word can lead to serious issue in education, especially for those who are already marginalized. So what we can do about it? How can we create classrooms where everyone can express themselves fairly? Well, the first step is awareness. Both teacher and students need to understand that language has a power. This means we should notice that the hidden message in our words. We should ask ourselves, am I using words that include everyone? Am I hesitantly supporting certain identities while silencing others? For many teachers, reflecting on this can be eye-opener because it shows how common exclusionary language has become in our classroom. The second step is policy and practice. School and teachers should create clear rules for using inclusive language. This could be as easy as saying students are friends instead of boy and girls, or as thoughtful as making sure lesson examples come from different cultures and experiences. Classroom rules should promote respect for all identities and provide a safe space for students to speak up if they feel left out. Third, we need classroom activities that allow all voices to be heard. Think about it. If we only pay attention to students who raise their hands quickly, then the louder and more confident kids will always take over. Instead, teacher can create tasks where every student can share their thoughts and like in small group talks, reading exercise or taking turns leading the class. This way students who might feel left out still have chance to express themselves. And finally, maybe most crucial, we need to focus on teaching how to communicate in an equitable way using language that is inclusive is not something we just know naturally. It is something we have to learn. Teachers, staff, and even students can gain from workshop and materials that show how certain words can either hurt or uplift people. Training also builds the confidence to fix mistakes and keep learning. The truth is, no one of us perfect. We will all slip up with our words at some time, And what really matters is being ready to listen, learn, and get better. Now, let me pause the stress an important point. Using inclusive language isn't just about being politically correct. That term is often misunderstood as if we're just discussing talk. In turn, inclusive language means treating everyone with respect. It's about giving every student a place in their own learning journey. When students feel valued and acknowledged, they're much more likely to join in, like take a chance and develop. There's another advantage to this. Inclusivity makes education better for everyone. When classrooms genuinely listen to different voices, all students are exposed to a wider range of ideas, viewpoints, and ways of thinking. This helps prepare young people not only success in a school but also in the diverse world outside. Let me share a quick story. I once saw a teacher who took the time to learn how to properly say students' name, even those that were there knew her. At first, some students laughed at her mistake, but gradually they noticed her dedication and respect. By the end of the semester, students start correcting each other gently and proudly discussing the cultural meanings behind their names. Participation grew, trust in classroom encouraged, and students who used to be quiet become more involved. This simple change is how language was used positively impact the whole learning atmosphere. Example like this show us that using inclusive language is not just a theory. It's about real students, real conversations, and real change. Every word we pick either supports existing power different or help break them down as teachers, students, and community members will have a duty to choose what word to promote fairness. So let me end this with request. Teacher, please make a commitment to use inclusive language in your classroom. Schools invest in workshops and tools that raise awareness about communication focused on equity. And every one of us, no matter what position we hold, needs to work on noticing that someone is being left out and taking action to fix it when we notice it. This is because having equal opportunities to express oneself isn't something nice to have. It's essential for fair education when every student is allowed to speak up when get closer to classroom that we are not just fairer but also livelier, more intent, more inventive and more connected to people. Thank you.